internet. After some major difficulties with my phone's battery doing whatever the heck it wants and my camera's battery not working at all, I am finally here to talk to you about fictional characters. As you know, it's October, and after October comes November, which for most ordinary people is the month before Christmas, with Thanksgiving if you're American, with nothing but cold and dark if you finish. But for those of us who do creative writing, like me and Vera, it is the National Novel Writing Month. So the point of National Novel Writing Month is to write a novel of 50,000 words in a month. That means 1,667 words a day. And I did this last year, and it was a lot of fun, so I'm doing it again this year. But given it's October 9th already, I really should be planning my story. Now, I have an idea, but that's about it. Character building is usually very slow and painful. The characters you have in your head won't tell you anything about themselves. Anything you come up with doesn't really feel right. Building characters builds character. Excuse my bad puns. I've had 6 hours of sleep last night, and during that 6 hours I was wakened twice by my roommate coming home twice in the middle of the freaking night. The basic definitions about characters from a writer's point of view, it's whether they're flat or well-rounded. Flat characters usually only have one side to them, and they're not usually very interesting. A well-rounded character is someone who has many sides to them, multiple motives, they're emotional, and generally just human-like. That's what makes characters relatable and likable, and that's really what we all want to read or watch, isn't it? A few examples of well-rounded characters. First, How to Get Away with Murder. I just watched this, the first season of the series on Netflix, and the characters are the soul of this series. There was a point where I texted my friend, How to Get Away with Murder, aka Everybody's a Douche. None of them are very likable, but they are so very human. Those characters are excellently written, and somehow you just start liking them, even though you didn't at first. Another one I just watched, Stranger Things, also on Netflix. Before I even had watched the series, I saw a tweet by Maggie's Stiefvater where she said that the greatest thing in Stranger Things is the characters. Even though the plot is exciting and it's generally very well written, we wouldn't care if we didn't care about the characters. So, to get your watchers or readers like your characters, they need to care what happens to them. And that's so well displayed in Stranger Things. Especially Will's mom. What was her name? Joyce? Joyce, yeah. Joyce really annoyed me first. But because I cared what happened to her and to her son, and because I cared what was happening to all the other characters, that's what I kept watching the show, and that's what made it so great, and I think Maggie was exactly right about that. My third example is Camilla, which you can watch right here on YouTube. It is a great literary web series centering 2 young girls, one not so young, really, in a mysterious private university with missing roommates, vampires, human sacrifice, intrigue. My main point is Camilla is an excellent example for character development, because if a character is well-rounded and very good and all sorts of perfect character in the very beginning of your story, it's not going to be interesting. There is no room for development. The first season, both girls are they're funny and nice to watch, but on season 2, there is so much character development going on. Camilla reveals all these new sides of herself, and Laura has to really learn a lot of things. This was our first Nano related video this year, but there are sure to be many more as November grows nearer and we start panicking over our novels. So do come back for that. It should be amusing.